You know, I've been hearing more and more about a thing called fake news.
Fake news.
I've seen people destroyed, and I think it's very unfair.
Welcome to the Scorcher Report, news that burns. I'm Rich Gary.
And I'm Pedro Santa Cruz. It's May 31st, and we're coming to you live from our studio in downtown Tucson. What are you so excited about?
I'm so excited because I just got a brand new pig.
Wow.
I'm gonna fatten it up and eat it.
That sounds fat.
It's gonna be delicious.
Let's get started with some local news.
Arizona Republican Martha McSally is filed more than 13,800 signatures to launch her run for the United States Senate in a competitive race where she'll be faced first off in a Republican primary against Joe Arpaio and Kelly Ward. Yes, we here at the Scorcher Report are just as surprised as you to find out that McSally was able to find 13,800 people in Arizona who are educated well enough to sign their own name, and that she found a pin that hasn't dried out in the heat.
That is quite an accomplishment.
I know.
She sounds like a real go-getter.
Martha McSally. 13,000 signatures.
All right.
I can't even count that high.
I definitely can't count that high.
Yeah, I can count it this many. I can still call it this many.
I like that. The Sycamore Fire, a fire burning northwest of Sedona, has burned over 230 acres of land and continues to spread. The fire is 25% contained and believed to be human-caused. However, according to a local Sedonan and New Age firefighter, the auras and the chakras of the forest had not been looking good lately, and a solid treatment of crystals, incense, and yak butter are recommended to stop the spread of the fire. That sounds like a good treatment.
Gotta get yourself some of that yak butter.
Yakety yak.
No going back. Phoenix Mayor Greg Stanton has stepped down as mayor to make a run for the United States Senate Congress. If elected, Stanton's new job would be to step down.
I believe that's a Congress slam.
Congress slam.
Governor Doug Ducey met with Arizona Senator John McCain at his home in Sedona this week to discuss the governor possibly having to name a successor in the case of McCain's death. The meeting was held quietly and not on the governor's official schedule, which is usually reserved for meetings with mining and utility companies. According to inside sources, Ducey is floating around Charles Barkley as a replacement, since Ducey agrees that he shouldn't care what people think because people are stupid. I don't believe that Charles Barkley and floating should ever be in the same sentence.
Hey, sometimes it happens. Sedona's getting a lot of action right now.
It is.
A lot of action in
It's a
Sedona.
vortex, Rich. It's a vortex.
Hey guys, it's Brendan. It's me. Hey guys, I just wanted to check in and make sure you give it hell today. I really want you to go all out because, well, you know.
No. Can you explain it again? What is it?
Oh yeah, you probably didn't hear because you're stupid. Roseanne Barr got her show taken away because apparently you can't make racist comments and get away scot-free anymore. Because apparently we live in commie Australia now.
Commie Australia. Well, yeah. Disney took her show away.
Exactly. It's a clear violation of the First Amendment right to make inflammatory comments without any repercussions whatsoever.
That's not besides the First Amendment. It only protects you against the government. Disney's a private company.
Oh, that's what you think. It's a fact that Disney owns 33% of the US government, maybe even 45. I haven't checked in the last few years.
There's no way that's true.
It's a new fact. First, they had Mickey. Then they bought the Muppets. Then they bought Pixar. Then they bought Marvel. Then they bought the US government. It's an open secret.
Okay, whatever. So what do you want us to do for the show, Brendan?
Well, I want you to make the show a tribute to free speech. I want you to get real edgy, taboo, toe the line, push the envelope, all those things.
All right. Do you want to hear one?
Sure, I got a few minutes. Hit me.
Whew.
Chicago police assembled outside City Hall this week to protest what they say are unfair restrictions by Mayor Rahm Emanuel. President Trump said this week that police have every right to protest the mayor and that he supports their cause. Chicago police have chosen to protest the mayor by kneeling down during the national anthem during the Bears' home opener.
Yeah, see, I don't get that, which tells me that it might be making fun of the president, so I'm going to say scrap it.
But you just said.
I say a lot of things, but that doesn't mean they all need to be allowed. Stressing me out here, guys.
Jeez Louise, are you eating those mud capsules again?
Yeah, these things are great. I didn't think things should get any more real. They're so real, they're unreal. You know what I mean?
No, honestly, I don't know what you mean.
Like, for example, you're there, right? But I'm seeing a talking penis.
I can see it.
And then all I can think is that why they call him Dick? So I gotta ask you, is that why they call you Dick?
Don't call me Dick. I don't like it.
Oh man, that's freaky, talking penis. Pete, you should see this. It's the craziest thing.
What do I look like?
You look like $1 million there, Pete. Look at that smile. Is that winning or what? A stallion among men, I say. People wrote epic poems about men like you.
All right, we get it. Okay, so are we free to tell our jokes now or what?
Yeah, whatever. I'm not watching anyway. Look, I'm gonna go ride the rest of this thing out in the balcony. Have a good show, and remember, free speech isn't free, but it is free because you can't buy free speech. Well,
Very inspiring stuff. All right, let's get back to our free speech. And we'll do that with national and international news.
Starbucks closed all of their stores nationwide on Tuesday to train their employees on racial bias. The training comes after a Philadelphia Starbucks called the police on 2 African-American men for using the bathroom. The training is entitled, "I like my customers like I like my coffee, black." Mere hours after the training began, hordes of zombies terrorized the streets, drinking each other's blood mixed with pumpkin spice.
'Tis the season.
Well, they do have the unicorn flavor and all those other flavors, so might as well have zombies.
Google Plus has become a fertile ground for ISIS propaganda, while Facebook and Twitter are purging these types of posts, according to a study by The Hill. Google Plus is embracing ISIS since it's the only thing keeping the social network alive, and plans to change its name to Jihad Plus.
They should have one for AIDS patients called Google Positive. Russian President Vladimir Putin says that he will respect the Russian Constitution and step down in 2024. In completely unrelated news, Russian lawmakers proposed a law that would skip the year 2024.
Ooh, nice.
Smart.
I'd like to skip 2016 if you know what I'm saying.
I don't, but sounds like a plan.
It's a bad year for me.
Oh yeah? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
All right. But you already did.
I lost
So,
all my bank accounts.
You failed.
Scientists who track pollution have discovered traces of the opioid pain reliever oxycodone in some mussels in Seattle's Puget Sound. Scientists say the opioid traces likely led to the increase of grunge music in the 1990s. And that would explain the behavior of Lane Staley, Kurt Cobain, and Courtney Love.
So you want to go to Red Lobster and get some mussels after the show?
Absolutely.
All right. A candidate for the Illinois House wrote a book in 2012 that alleges Beyonce and Madonna have ties to, you guessed it, the Illuminati. Bill Fowle defended his conspiracy beliefs in an interview, saying that if elected, Americans will finally discover if Walmart is being turned into a FEMA camp or if Michelle Obama has a penis. What's your money on?
It's fishy stuff. It's suspicious, you know?
If you were a betting man like me, what would your money be on?
Black helicopters.
I don't know if I would take that one.
Oh, geez, Louise, do you see what time it is again? It's time to go to our Tucson weather specialist, Kim, Sunny Burnham, for the 5-day Tucson forecast. Take it away, Sunny. Oh, wait, she's over here. Sunny.
Hi, Tucson! Am I going? It's me, Kim! Sunny Burnham with your Tucson 5-day forecast. Today it's brought to you by Tetro New Fax Machine, the only fax machine that delivers you new facts on the hour, by the hour. You'll have more facts than you know what to do with, kind of like my probation hearing last week. But that's a whole other story. Today is May 31st and it's National Smile Day. All you gotta do to celebrate is smile. I'll show you yours if you show me mine. No, I won't. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Smile, that is, or whatever else you want to show me. It is a proven fact that the more a person smiles, the healthier their brains can be. Smiles are infectious. It's like an STD. You can give it away, but you still get to keep it. So come on, Tucson, and spread the infection. If you see someone without a smile, give them yours. Today is also National Speak in Complete Sentences Day. Yeah, so talk in a full sentence, even during texting. Don't use like, you up, IDK, or LOL. Use complete sentences. Okay, let's go with the weather now, and let's start with tomorrow, which is my favorite day of the week. Friday is looking awfully hot, ending up at an even hundo. It's like settling bets with your bookie, right, Pedro? Right, Pedro?
Oh, I wish it was only a hundo.
Oh, he's so clever. Anyways, that's just the start. We're gonna get turbocharged on heat on Saturdays. It climbs up to a full 106 and then a 108 on Sunday. Why not just say screw and spend the day in the pool? Or at least trying to douse yourself with your neighbor's hose before he calls the cops on you. And you should probably just hang out by the pool overnight because Monday's gonna be a 106. And let's be honest, where else you gotta go? Oh, except besides for me, I've got the mandatory urine testing. And you know what I say, don't you drop dirty. And finally, we arrive on Tuesday where we're gonna see where it's cooling down. That's right, it's gonna drop down to a cool 105. So bundle up there, Buttercup. Time to get out of that pool. And just so you know, I didn't pee in the pool. That pee was already there when I got here. All right, that'll do it for you, Tucson. That was your 5-day forecast. This has been me, Kim, Sunny Burnham, and I would love to use your air conditioning next week. Call me.
Thanks a lot, Kim. All right, and now on to news coming out of the White House.
President Trump ignited more controversy on Memorial Day when he sent out a tweet saying that fallen soldiers would be, quote, very happy and proud at how well our country is doing today. Critics said that Trump was inserting himself into the holiday, especially during a tweet where he brought up the time he held off a Jap unit while in the Battle of the Bulge during the Vietnam War. That sounds very heroic.
He's a heroic man. 228,000 pounds of Spam were recalled when tiny metal objects were found in canisters across the country. Spam's parent company, Hormel, defended the incident, claiming that people who buy Spam have little regard for their health anyways. So what are a few shards of metal, right?
I thought iron was good for you anyways.
Exactly. Get your minerals and your calcium. Calcium's not a metal, though. Copper.
Tropical storm Alberto made landfall in North Carolina earlier this week, killing at least 2 people. Responding to the devastation, President Trump said that we never should have let Alberto into the country in the first place.
That sounds like our president.
It does.
Not my president.
This I have to agree with. Finally, we found something in common.
See? Making history right here, folks. Missouri Governor Eric Greitens is stepping down from his post after being accused of photographing women during a sexual encounter without her consent and threatening to blackmail her. According to sources, Greitens is being considered to replace Michael Cohen as a Trump family fixer.
I think that'll make a nice transition.
Just,
Speaking, are you done?
no. All right, now I'm done.
Okay. Speaking of Michael Cohen, the FBI is piecing together documents found in the attorney's home and office while investigating him for suspected financial crimes. Cohen argued that by reconstructing the documents, he should be innocent, since it's moving in reverse. Meanwhile, FBI agents have been experimenting with the documents in a collage style to create different combinations of the story. In one version, Michael Cohen marries and divorces a Russian oil baron and pays off 3 hookers who later work construction on a hotel in the Philippines.
That was a long punchline.
That sounds like a real page turner.
That was,
Story.
have you ever made one of those dream collages where you cut out a Lamborghini and you cut out a beach, you cut out a pretty lady?
I've cut out lots of pretty ladies. Let's be honest.
Oh, Pedro breaking up with girls and breaking hearts.
I'm a heartbreaker, people.
Young heartbreaker here. A man was arrested this week after reportedly attacking 2 men he believed to be Muslim and telling them that they didn't deserve to eat at McDonald's after the men sat down to eat a hamburger. Executives from McDonald's apologized, saying that Ronald McDonald is getting cranky and racist in his old age.
He's also the one that pioneered whiteface, which from what I
yes.
hear is pretty racist.
Yeah, he's got whiteface on, but underneath, Illuminati, lizard alien person.
Interesting.
A lot of
Did
people
not know that.
A lot of people don't know that.
Fun facts, people.
Delve
That's
deep
what we
into
bring you.
YouTube, you'll find some stuff.
That's what we bring you here on Scorcher Report.
Oh, and it looks like it's time for our special guest. Geez Louise, we're just blowing through this one, huh?
You have some blow?
No. Looks like it's time for our special guest. Straight from the land of Gandalar, it's Elthar the Magnificent, Scorcher Report's economic soothsayer. Welcome to the show, Elthar.
Oh, thanks, Rick. Excited to be here on the show.
Forget it. Okay, Elthar, so I hear that you're able to predict the future of our economy. What do you got to tell us about?
That's correct. I've been wizarding for 223 years, so I've got experience under my belt.
Well, that's pretty impressive. I gotta ask, where's your wizard hat? I thought wizards always have hats on.
Oh, I suppose that this is some sort of Waverly Place I've been to. I'm here to smoke a big long pipe and lead some hobbits down to the Shire. Well, maybe I could help you find your courage of your heart. Tough luck, Tin Man. I'm sorry for assuming so much about wizards is what you should be saying. Give me that.
Oh, geez. Well, I'm sorry for assuming so much about wizards. Like, that was dumb, so sorry.
It's 2018, Ricky. This is offensive.
All right, well, let's get into the economy. Who am I betting on?
Well, I'll tell you this. I've soothsaid everything, and the NASDAQ will climb to a record high when the composite index soars above 7,600 points. Then, I see rivers of blood, skies of ash, The Tarvadians failed the house of Bethlehem. Oh, a bloody battle! Horrible, bloody battle! Ah, Jim's son, Taliba, summons up from the abyss his bravery, but has his head sliced off by a roving hagfish. However, you will be safe in municipal bonds. Beware of the lower trenches. They're not called junk bonds for nothing.
So the house of Bethlehem, got it.
Well, that's intense. What about unemployment?
Ah, 'tis dee, 'tis due. As I would, so would you. Inflation will run rampant in the late 2020s. I can see it so clearly as if my vision was that. And the cyborg revolution begins to take hold. At first, it's small. A young idealist cyborg runs for city council. But soon, the cyborgs take over. Unemployment reaches 78%. A civilization ruined. The cyborgs occupy the trendiest of nightclubs, the finest of restaurants, and the common Nyakians must make do with a mere glimmer through the window, as if it was a Christmas Eve.
Whoa, hold on a second. The Nyakians? There's already like new people in 2020?
No, they're natives of Nyack, New York. Why, it's worth stating that in the future, Nyack will be the center of worldwide commerce by the year 2022. Annus Domino Excelsior!
I always knew I'd have to start a gentleman's gambling parlor in Nyack. Now, I understand why.
All right. Well, that's very interesting. What about the new industries of the future? What can you tell us?
Dinosaurs!
Dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs!
Dinosaurs? So it's like, okay, so it's like Jurassic Park?
No, no, no. There's no parks on your amusement here. We eat the dinosaurs.
You eat dinosaurs? Why?
Well, in 2024, we realized that dinosaurs provide a good source of protein, fiber, and potassium. And it's delicious. Magnificent, really. But then they become so cheap that Denny's actually begins to serve Brontosaurus burgers. And it is then that the dinos revolt, leaded by an orphan stegosaurus named Stegogenesis. The youth dinos laugh at young Stega because of his name, since the dinosaurs have acquired enough cranial capacity to understand gamer humor, as they call it. They even host their own YouTube channels and Twitch, which are very successful.
Wait, can I just ask, how do you know any of this?
Magic! Magic! I thought that was quite clear with the waving, the poems, and this hat.
But how do I know if you're not just like faking it all? You must be able to prove you can tell the future, right?
Bah, bah, bah. You'll get a phone call, why, in 3, 4 seconds.
Dude, that's my phone. I can see you're on your phone. How did you get my number anyways?
No, I'm very sorry. Brendan gave it to me. Well, your number, I said I'd call you whenever I wanted to chat. I'm sure of it. Get the hat here.
That is not true. I don't want to chat.
All the single ladies, huh? Classic.
It's my sister's phone.
If you like it, then you should put a.
Well, look, Ruben took mine away because I was ordering too many apps, and he was like, enough of that, you know? So you're a fraud, Elthar the Magnificent? There's nothing magnificent about you.
The cape looks good.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of magnificent, but nothing else. And you're definitely no scientist.
Ah, there's new science. Thank you for the cape, though. I did get it fresh off the internet. Tetro's new science. That's the science, you fools. A new way of learning new facts. Why, get 2 new classes for the price of 1 at a bargain price of $499.99 per month. Why, I'll see you there. In fact, I know I will.
You can't sell your products on our show.
I just did. See you there. See you there.
Absolutely not. You're another con man.
Why, don't you want the knowledge of the stock market and how it works? The bulls, the bears, why, you'll be a millionaire.
Who do I pay? Please take my money.
Look, Brendan said to use free speech, right? So I'm saying you're done.
But Brendan wouldn't like if...
Brendan's tripping on mud capsules, all right? Goodbye, and you're not gonna tell Brendan, right?
Tell him what? About ruining our only shot at riches? No. I won't be able to revisit the pain.
Good, let's just move on. We're gonna get this thing done if it kills me.
It already has.
Oh, okay.
But I did like that dinosaur investment idea.
That sounds tasty.
Bet it tastes like chicken. Entertainment news.
The revamped television show Roseanne was canceled from the ABC television network on Tuesday after star Roseanne Barr said that former Obama advisor Valerie Jarrett is like, quote, Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby. ABC said that it will replace Roseanne with Richard Spencer's Happy Fun Time Hour. In related news, Ari and Captain Leo Davidson also criticized Roseanne's tweet as insensitive to ape planet / human relations. This story proves that if you want to be racist on TV, you can only be on certain networks, such as Fox, BET, Fox News, and of course, the Scorcher Report's network, Creative Tucson.
We're allowed to be racist? In that case, balls to white people and their crack-a-ass ways.
You got him, Pedro. You got him.
The NFL released a new rule this week that fines players for kneeling down during the national anthem, but allows them to stay in the locker room during the anthem. While kneeling is banned, drunkenness and groping are still not only allowed, but encouraged.
Personally, I refuse to stand for the national anthem during my fantasy football season.
Who are you going to draft?
David Johnson?
Sounds like a good pick.
Kareem Hunt, maybe?
You get all the sports picks here.
I got Le'Veon Bell as my keeper, so.
He's a keeper.
He is. We've kept him twice already.
Koch Industries, the
Third
corporation run by major Republican funders David and Charles Koch, congratulated Kim Kardashian after her White House tweeting, "We're with you." Kardashian said it's funny because she spent her visit to the White House high on coke. They don't call it a White House for nothing.
Yeah, that's probably why she went there.
Cocaine slam.
Lastly, Creative Tucson will be holding a stand-up comedy show to benefit the Wild Hearts Rescue Rants. It's Better to Give, tomorrow, June 8th at 8 p.m. All proceeds from the show will be donated to the charity. Tickets are $3, and there will be a number of local Arizona comedians, including Ali Musa, Tristan Bowling, and Stina Salito. Search It's Better to Give on Facebook for more details and click the going button so you don't miss out.
Do not miss out.
Don't want to miss out.
This has been the Scorcher Report with Pedro Santa Cruz.
And Rich Gary.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. If you've got a hot news tip for us,
Keep it to yourself.
stay creative, Tucson.
Tie flip. Wait.
Oh, we're doing tie flip?
You know, I've been hearing more and more about a thing called fake news.
Fake news.
I've seen people destroyed.
I keep
Rich.
opening bank accounts and putting $30 in them. That would mean you'd have
minimum requirements in any of them.
You'd have $150 if you had 5 bank accounts of $30. Is that supposed to be me or you think?
Yeah.
I don't have any Tic Tacs.
I'm going to shoot these.
All right, you ready?
See many, many untruthful things. The press has become so dishonest. The public doesn't believe you people anymore. You have a